everybody. This is Anthony with Traders Ultimate Edge. February 3rd. Let's have a look at the markets today after that big fall last night after Facebook's earnings. We did just get Amazon's earnings in, and they were huge, to say the least. It was up around 10%. That's going to sell off a little bit, and we'll probably open somewhere around the $3,000 level over here on Amazon. I'd say somewhere around its close over here. That would be my guess. And then there was no fundamental reason for the markets to pull back last night off of Facebook earnings. It didn't make any sense. So I think we will see a move back up is what I believe will happen. Let this kind of line out here, and then I think it crawls its way back up overnight. If by morning we are not at this high before, this 45.86, that's the high before Facebook fall. If we are not back to that level by morning, I will look to trade bullishly up to that point, because I think that's kind of a home run play, or well, not a home run play, but what's the word? Uh, it's pretty much near a sure thing. I think that we go back to that level as long as there's not some sort of other fundamental news. The whole reason the markets fell on the back of Facebook earnings, was concern that other companies were going to kind of have the same poor earnings, and we saw a whole bunch of other companies fall sympathetically trading with it today, which didn't make any sense in the world to me. It made no sense at all. And everybody I think now probably realizes that, and they realize their mistake, and now the markets will get bought back up. So this is why, and today was a really great example of this, guys. This is why we sit around and we wait for proper setups today. Why we sit around and wait for proper setups, and today was a great example. We had some good setups in here. Let's see, we traded short off of this one, I think. Or actually, hold on, let me jump down to the 1 minute. Be able to remember this. Let's see. Now, for the first half hour of the market, it was real choppy. The first half hour of the market, I generally am not going to take a trade, but I think we did short down this morning. I think we did short down this morning. I can't remember. It all kind of blends together. But if you look here later, there was a few more good plays in here. We had this divergence right here to short down a little bit, and then this one over here we took, and I put a picture of this on our Facebook. And you'll see right here the divergence. This clearly shows some bullish divergence right there. This is a lower low in price. See, here's the previous low, lower low in price, but a higher low in the volume, indicating the sentiment was not as strong to push it down right there. Comes up and over the signal line. We have our crossover in the MACD. That right there is a bullish run, and we got in this and traded it. And the one that we had traded earlier, I remember what it was now. It was this right here is what we traded. Thinking about yesterday, we shorted yesterday. Today we didn't short. This right here is what we traded. As it pushed up above VWAP, we went long. I think we went long on this candle right here because we had this nice move up above VWAP, and you can see right here, this is the same sort of bullish divergence. See how the price is going down, but volume is coming back up. Okay, right here, starts to get a good run going, comes up above VWAP, holds it, held it on this nice little volume spike right here. We got long on this candle, and we came up, and when it hit the initial morning high right here, there was a big pop, and there was a bunch of short covering, and we closed right here near the top of the candle, pretty much top dictate, and we were in the room trading that one. And then the second trade was this one over here. This one came out really nice, and then in this fall later in the day, we were able to scalp down. It was not there. It was here. We were able to scalp down here in this fall as well. So it was really just a nice day overall. And see, this is why you sit around and you wait for things to happen. Now, a lot of people I know were holding on to puts overnight, trying to swing trade because they thought this thing is going to drop down. Because they thought Amazon was going to have terrible earnings and it was going to drop the markets down further. But Amazon didn't have terrible earnings. They've actually had pretty good earnings. And when the whole thought process is that the market has fallen on something as weak and flimsy as one company's, albeit a big company, but one company's earnings, then that is not a recipe for a continuation. That is not a recipe for a continuation. Okay, that's it can possibly affect the day, and it certainly affected today. So it pulled the markets down quite a bit, but it is not a recipe for continuation. It is a poor setup. And today really illustrates this. This is why it is better to be bored and sit on your hands than it is to be entertained and poor. Okay? Well, let me say this again. It is better for me to be bored and sit on my hands and keep my earnings than it is for me to be entertained and overtrade and end up losing money. Okay? That's why we sit around, we wait for setups, and then we get the trades. I got like 3 trades today, the whole day, sitting here watching this. Okay, and that's the kind of thing you have to get away from over trading. You have to sit. You have to wait for those setups. That's how you're going to get from struggling to consistent. Is sitting around waiting for those setups and going long when or short or whatever, getting into your position when the proper opportunity presents itself. All right. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Other than to say, I think I might have said this earlier. If we're not all the way to 45.86 by open, I will look to trade bullishly to that area, and then on a solid breakthrough through it, I'll continue to trade bullishly. Tomorrow is, of course, SPX Friday, as SPX expires tomorrow, so we will have plenty of opportunity to sell SPX credit, and I think we can definitely put credit spreads on the SPX to let the markets make our day for us. I love selling credit. You don't have to do anything. Just put it on and let the markets do what they're going to do. All right, guys. Thank you very much for listening. You all have a nice evening. Bye bye.